Our recent debate and telephone poll on capital punishment proved what most of you have known for a long time, that most people want tougher penalties for criminals who commit violent crime. Communities are crying out for better protection. Many Australians now live in fear, even inside their own homes, which of course are supposedly your own castle. People want protection, and as Stephen Claney reports, that is why people are looking favourably at private security firms, those businesses that are now offering a neighbourhood watch, but at a price.
Fear grips the suburbs whenever they are struck by a major crime. Brutal assaults in the streets, frightening abductions from the home or from railway stations, the horrific headline-grabbing murders. The public perception is that our cities are becoming less safe. Preparing to cash in on that fear, private community patrols.
They're licensed guard agents driving clearly marked patrol cars and, of course, wearing a uniform. They cruise the neighbourhood. They actually take on foot patrol as well. Basically, it's a highly visible presence is what we're putting into the neighbourhood.
The police have been flooded with applications from people wanting to establish a private policing presence in city streets. The rush of applicants has them worried.
Currently I'm investigating a number of operators in the field who are unlicensed, some of which I understand have prior convictions for burglary and theft, others with prior convictions for obtaining property by deception and indeed some more serious offences, serious assaults and the like.
Of particular concern, those who make the crime-fighting business into a business of crime.
In one case, I'm aware of a company which started up and took close to $4,000 in advance from a particular area, and I believe since has departed the state with the money from that very brief association with that area in the eastern suburbs.
Good evening, Security Corp Community Patrols. Fraser speaking.
Oh, hello. It's Phil Johnson from 43 Mercer Street here.
Yes,
Look,
Phil.
I'm just wondering if someone could call around. I've just heard a few noises outside I'd like checked out, please.
Okay, see, I'll be there straight away.
Thank you.
Thank you. Just stay inside for me.
As a senior patrol officer for Security Corp, Fraser Smith is licensed to patrol the inner Melbourne suburb of Paran, where the company is conducting a trial security service. For $4 a week, Security Corp promises to respond more quickly than the police to a resident's call. Quite simply, it believes the police need help to do their job properly.
I believe that budget restraints, as they are, have made it difficult for them to cover all areas.
Some of the brochures I've seen handed around suggest that they can cut the crime rate by half. Well, certainly that's a false claim as far as I'm concerned.
Other firms make even bolder promises. Some of the advertising blurbs are handwritten. The company head office, a private home. The security force, a force of one.
Whether or not they believe the advertised promises, residents we spoke to supported the idea of increased security in the community. They were particularly impressed with the idea of patrols meeting late-night trains. Some, however, expressed concern about giving too much power to private enterprise.
I think security is something that you really do have to leave to highly trained people like the police.
What about the idea of them checking railway stations late at night?
I think that's a fabulous idea, especially after what's happened recently.
No, I'm sure that security firms do offer a service, and if they're prepared to pay for it, that's fine. It's a personal choice.
It's sort of like the thing they had in America with vigilantes, and personally I don't approve of it. I think it's the job of the police to do that sort of thing.
The overseas experience of vigilantes roaming the subways and streets also concerns police. Security Corp says that will not be a problem for its unarmed law enforcers.
What happens in a confrontation?
Our initial response is D24. I mean, we instantly contact the police. We're not police, we're not trying to be police. Our role is to assist the police. So, in the first instance, we contact D24.
The police, however, wait to be convinced.
There are probably in the order of 20 to 25 applications received at my office each day, making inquiries generally about this type of work. Some of the people are asking questions like, how much can I earn? How much does it cost to get into it? And can I carry a gun? Now, that's the sort of attitude and questions that concern me greatly about these people.
Of course, people would not have to turn to hired guns and private security forces if our police forces had adequate numbers and also received enough money in their annual budgets to protect the public.